Hello, all. It's me, Haruko Humioka. I am here to let you all know that I am currently trying to finish up The Kissing Booth Framed. Once I finish that book, I will be working on, more than likely, Uniting the World or my original piece. Once I get all of that done, then I will probably be starting on another Kissing Booth book or an original, actually, that my daughter came up with that I think is a pretty cool idea. Anyway, but until I get these three books that I have currently open working on, I'm not going to start another book. And I really want to get these other two books finished before I start another Kissing Booth book because it's just too much to go. And plus, I have so many, it's not funny. I'm not sure where the next one is going. I have more or less an idea and some chapters in my head that I would like to see happen. And I might even make the next one, PG-13, because I'm pretty sure there are some readers that I have that are getting tired of the fact that there's a lot of sex scenes in the books. As for why it's been taking me so long, as I've stated in a post, my mother's a teacher, and we are currently doing what most people do in the springtime, our spring cleaning. Uh, the reason why I live at home with my parents is because my husband's a truck driver, and when my oldest daughter was 3 and we were living in my grandmother's home, someone tried getting into the house. And it was just me and my daughter. When my father found out, it made him panic, and he packed me and my daughter up and brought us home. And when my husband came home, called, we explained to him what happened, and he agreed. For the safety of his daughter and wife, it was best I lived at home with my parents where it was safe, especially since they had the room. Now, I'm just here because, again, like, my husband's still a truck driver. And as my parents get older, they do need some help. I mean, it was a godsend that I was living at home at the time 2 years ago when my father had his heart attack and we almost lost him and he ended up with a triple bypass because otherwise my mom would have had to retire early from a job she loves because of the fact that my father needed someone to take care of him 24/7 for almost 6 months. Anyway, between that and back to school shopping, it's been hectic the last couple of days. We finally got all the school clothes taken care of. Now we're just waiting for the first day of school and notifications from the teachers what exactly is expected for my daughters. Good thing for my youngest, because of the fact that they have what they call meet the teachers, so little kids can meet their teachers before the first day of school so they're not overwhelmed. My daughter gets to meet her teacher around the 15th. My oldest, unfortunately, she has to wait until the first day of school. Luckily, most of her teachers are individuals that my daughter already knows, considering the fact that my mother works at the high school and my daughter's been hanging out there after school for the last 2 years. Anyway, um, as you now, major spoiler alert. So if you all haven't gotten to the point where Elle and Noah take off for spring break with Lee, Tuppen, Duncan, and Lewis, please stop watching now. As you all know, Elle has finally gotten the queen of demons to agree to join their cause, and she's going to help them unite the supernatural world. And as per Noah's, I mean, not Noah's, but Elle's and her uncle Tristan's decision, Duncan was allowed to have his mate, the Queen of Demons. You're going to find that there's going to be a couple of matches going across the board. As a matter of fact, the pack that Elle meets at South Padre Island will be meeting up with her in LA, where she is going to find that the current alpha, who is mateless of the South Padre Island pack, is in fact the mate of the Queen of Vampires. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know yet. Cat! Got you guys. Anyway, just a little piece of uh, information. Some of the names that have come up, let me pronounce them. The family that they meet in Port Mansfield is Gonzalez. I believe it was. And that would be spelled Gonzalez. The little girls' names are Akiko and Fuyuko. Of course, I use Japanese names. I gotta get my heritage in there, which is why I chose Gonzalez. Some of the names that you find in South Padre Island actually, is Hernandez, Hernadez, Gutierrez, Gurtiez, I believe is how I'm terrible at spelling off the top of my head. I'm better at writing it or typing it. Um, but there might be some other names popping up. I believe I used Heron, which is Heron. I've been toying with using Heriberto, which is Heriberto. Um, I'm only saying this because I know that there are some individuals that are not Hispanic or do not grow up surrounded by Hispanics or Latinos, depending on how you want to look at it. And I really like to include things. The small town that they're going to that has the ferry is called Los Ebanos. If you actually Google Los Ebanos, for those of you who didn't notice the video in one of my previous books where Los Ebanos was brought up, you can Google Los Ebanos Ferry or look it up in a YouTube video and you will see the hand-drawn ferry. What else? Well, that's about it. Now oh yes, there's the other small town that they deal with is La Feria. And just so you know, it is called Gladys Porter Zoo. Blackbeard's and Arturo's restaurants, including Louis' Backyard, are all actual things that hang out. I haven't been to Blackbeard's, mainly because when I've gone with my friends, and we're a little tight, so we couldn't afford Blackbeard's. It's more of a high-end restaurant on the island, which is why Noah was wearing a tie. Oh, well, oops. That's not coming to the next chapter. Anyway, things are going to start getting hectic for Noah and Elle. Graduation is coming up. And after graduation, there will be a time jump to Elle going from Elle just graduating to the second semester of Harvard. But you will get a recap as to what happened during that time period, on how things were going on while she was attending Harvard University. I do plan on ending the book with Elle and Noah getting married. As you all know, they're engaged. It's not a big whoop. But we'll see how easy it is to get there. Now, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. Subscribe, like the video. Even though I'm fat and ugly, I don't care. I'm a goofball. What can I say? Anyway, oh, as for the ideas for pranks, a lot of them I get them off the internet by Googling good pranks, or I tell my daughter, okay, I need a prank, come up with something, and they tell me. They're a godsend. Love each and every one of you. Please, like I said, like and subscribe to my channel. And any questions you have about my books, please feel free to leave them in the comments or message me on WATTPAD. Bye.